Hello, and welcome to my final research report, Invisible Labor, the Effect of Labor Division on the American Household. I want to know if women feel that the division is equal or unequal, and how this affects their quality of life. In order to help women decide for themselves how their household fares in comparison to others, so that women can decide if they need to make a change for the betterment of their quality of life. My research question: what is the division of household labor in American households, and how does this division affect the quality of life for the average American woman? My research methodology and findings. The research for this project can be broken down into two categories: primary research and secondary research. My primary research for this report consists of a 20-question questionnaire. 15 participants responded. All participants were women in heterosexual marriages. My secondary research for this report consists of 2 articles based on studies conducted by Pew Institute and the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics. Interesting things that I found in my research. So in 2023, a majority of people believe society still values men's contributions at work more than their contributions at home. In 2022, 29% of marriages are 50-50, compared to only 10% in 1972. 55% of husbands are primary breadwinners. 29% of households are 50-50. 16% of households, the wife is the primary breadwinner. Here's the division of labor by hours per week. This is for paid work. Men 44.2 hours, women 41.1, difference in hours 3.1. Men 52% versus women 48%. Leisure. Men 25.2 hours, women 21.6 hours. The difference 3.6 hours. Men 54%, women 46%. Caregiving. Men 5.1 hours, women 6.9 hours. Difference 1.8 hours. Total hours: men 42%, women 57%. And lastly, housework. Men did 1.9 hours, women 4.6 hours. The difference 2.7 hours. Men 29% and women 71%. In 2025, researchers estimate that women do twice as much housework as men. The domestic labor division has leveled off in the 1990s. In 2003, married women spent 4.2 times as many hours of housework than married men. In 2025, that has changed to 2.5 times. That's a 40% improvement. In 2025, childcare, women spent 1.8 hours compared to men's 1 hour per day. This is the smallest gender gap in childcare in 60 years of research. While the pace of change has slowed and women still do more, the gender gap in unpaid labor time and married women's decreased time in traditionally feminine housework tasks. This study suggests that the gender gap in domestic labor has not stalled, but rather changed in significant ways as gender roles continue to evolve and adapt in 21st century couples. Now for the analysis of my survey data. 15 participants volunteered their time to answer the survey questions. This is a breakdown of the data gathered. Of the 15 participants, 7 were unhappy with the division of labor in the home and 8 were happy. The 7 participants who were unhappy felt that a change to the division of labor in their home would improve their quality of life. Of the 7 who were unhappy, all the women worked outside the home. Of the 8 who were happy, only 5 worked outside the home, and only 1 had a child who was not school age. Some caveats to understand were households where division of work and labor were unequal due to injury or disability. The division of labor breakdown is as follows. Women averaged 44% of income. Men averaged 56% of income. Women averaged 71% of cleaning the home. Women averaged 39% of yard maintenance. Women averaged 74% of childcare. Women averaged 89% of scheduling appointments. Women averaged 62% of managing finances. Women averaged 75% of grocery shopping. Women averaged 81% of meal planning. And women averaged, in total, 70% of the division of the household unpaid labor. So 10 of the 15 participants have children who do chores. The average percent of the household chores the children do is 8%. And 7 of the 15 participants were unhappy with the division of labor and felt a change would improve their quality of life, while 8 of the 15 participants were happy with the division of labor and felt a change would not improve their quality of life. I will note the older in age women are, the smaller the gap of the division of labor, and also women with children who are school-aged or above are happier with the division of labor, as are women whose children perform chores. In my conclusion, women are bringing home the bacon and frying it up too. I was not shocked to learn that women are doing a substantial amount more of domestic labor as men. What surprised me was how many of my survey participants were happy with the division of labor, even though it is dramatically uneven. I would love to do additional research into how men feel about this division of labor in their homes. What does bring me hope is how the secondary research shows that the gap in the division of labor is closing. As a mother of both a young son and a daughter, I hope that by the time they are adults on their own, that gap has closed. Thank you.